Alright folks, Dave, aka the Gypsy here, and here's part 3 in our Deployed Explosives series, probably the last one where we covered everything we can. We look at some higher end strategies and things to do with your M15 mines, and of course, the new kids on the block, the M2 slams. You traditionally are going to have, 6 if you're carrying 3 slams and 3 mines, unless you got the perks going. Your first perk allows you to carry more of them, meaning you can have up to 12, but you can't deploy them. And of course, the third perk is going to give you the ability to deploy all the ones you're carrying from the first perk. So you want to keep your squad perks rolling whenever possible. Well, the hope here is, even if you're a tank driver, a guy driving out in the field, knowing what mine guys like us are up to is going to help you as well. So let's take it from that perspective, even if you're not going to be that way. Always use your map, as we're doing here. If it's looking for snipers, looking for vehicles, see what stuff's out there, and that's not just for mine guys. One of the first things I'd always advise is you want to keep the pressure on the closest base to your opponent's deployment. In this case, it was Alpha over on Zavod 311. There's a couple reasons. One, because in hardcore like I play, you're going to kill people and friendlies if you're putting mines randomly around the battlefield. So I want to keep them close as I can to their deployment. And of course, the second reason is once you've capped this base, it's going to put pressure on the back end, meaning when the other team spawns, they're more likely to hop in a tank and a vehicle or something else and come running down to Alpha, as we're seeing in this instance here. Sure enough, somebody hops in, and then you go, obviously you've got to take the base. Once you take the base, that's going to put that pressure on. It happens all the time. As you can see, I've made a mess. As you can see, complete mess. Here, we're actually, see how I'm putting them on an angle? The whole reason there is as it goes further up that road, they're going to cut off the angle when they're coming in for their deployment. So you got to think smart about where you place them as well. Obviously, using shadows and stuff we talked about earlier in the earlier series. If you haven't watched those, please do go back and check them out. Shadows, rubble, debris, craters, we've already dealt with all that. Obviously here it's working well. I think, like I said, the main thing is there's a very little chance on these roads that friendly forces are going to be coming down. And of course, friendly forces is a huge issue. I was kind of trolling here, hoping maybe I'd get some guy. And well, as you can see, it didn't quite work out as planned. So, I don't know. It doesn't work too well. Maybe if people get more used to seeing, but even someone might think it's C4 and go buy it. The other problem is people, this is for everyone, tank drivers and anyone going near them. As you know, look how far this guy is from them. Does not matter. How I survived that, I don't fucking know. And of course, the next thing we want to look at is locations. Again, like I said, let's take an example, this 64-player map and the different bases. Where I get the little circles is where I'd be putting them. I wouldn't, again, if you're especially on hardcore. Core, I guess it doesn't matter, but it's still a good habit. You want to get people pressure. You want to put the pressure on the back objectives and then let them come to you. You know what I mean? And don't think because, you're trolling around at the back end, you're not going to get any kills, because, believe me, there's always guys hanging around on the back end. So I constantly will go to the back, right to their objective, and believe me, you get lots of action back there. Now, you heard the sniper firing in there, as we discussed earlier. You are gonna die when you're placing mines now and again, but your job is to keep tanks and other large vehicles off the battlefield. And when I see a tank or something rolling around in the middle of the map, I'm pissed because he got by me somehow. Now, it's my job to make sure he doesn't, there's another one. Hello, how are you doing? Anyways, it's my job to make sure that they don't get back out there. So, again, look at this. Boop, boop, boop. We get them out there. 3, they're a little triangle formation. I don't like to put them in a line for some reason. I just think it's visually easier for them to see. Oh, a couple more. And again, that sniper's still got an ID on us. My guess is he's up by Charlie somewhere, but no big deal. We'll just keep on moving. Yep. Okay, so then, well, where is he? Oh, there he is. Yeah, no biggie. Oh, and there goes some of the mines. Ooh, double kill. So there you go. We got 6 kills, 1 death in that one little stretch there. So playing the back end always works. This here is Rogue Transmission console version. And again, if depending which way the opposing force is, keep the mines and pick the roads that are strategically located. And of course, the new kids on the block, the M2 slams. I call them Claymores for tanks. Well, they're kind of a cross between C4 and Claymores. One of the great things I think about them is because they're motion sensitive, they're not going to blow until the tank drives away or anything like that. But if you get shot by the gunner, or if you get shot by some other ground troop, much like a mine, it's going to stay there after you die, and that guy will still go down. C4, on the other hand, once you're dead, it's done. You can find lots of inventive places to put it. This one, the opposing force can't see it when they're driving up, but my team will be able to see them, so hopefully no one will drive into those. Again, this is the objective closest to the enemy's base on Shanghai. We're going to stick them here. Always a nice spot. And again, you'll always find action when you're taking the bases closest to theirs. You're always going to find action. You know, there's this guy, running around here, take him out. And eventually, yes, indeed, these mines do actually go off. We found a guy who got through the front end, so he didn't actually come through the back. That's why he didn't trip him. And while we're getting shot, sure enough, boom, somebody drove in the back with a tank, but we got shotted in the meantime. This time we're over on Goldmud Railway, Goldmud, I don't really know. Anyways, same deal. I put him here just with the simple thought that I don't know. It's the human mind that it sees in a couple of pillars, it wants to drive through them. And sure enough, a few moments later, while we're guarding the objective, bang. Another guy down. So again, you can stick them anywhere, and it's really nice. Something comes through there, it doesn't have to just stick on top. Again, in the water, we talked about this before, but I'm still not a fan of this on Paracel because unfortunately not enough friendlies know about this and on hardcore. If you're on core, again, hey, go nuts, have fun. But unfortunately on hardcore it doesn't quite work out. And so I guess that's about it, guys. Hopefully you're getting something from the series. Hopefully you found something interesting that might help you. Like I said, if you're a tank driver, you might learn to stay off the roads. That's probably the first piece of advice I'll give you. And if you're an NG, hey man, and you want to have some fun, blow stuff up. I've got almost 700 kills. We're just, a month and change in, and I think I got almost 700 kills between my slams and my mines, so it's been going quite well. So, till next time, I'll see you on the battlefield. Give it a like, subscribe. See you soon.